Thinking, a socially accepted form of insanity. A book for the imprisoned mind by Stephen Muires. Read by Stephen Muires. Copyright Stephen Muires 2018. Preface. We place such overinflated importance on originality and uniqueness that we are prime candidates for being fooled by thought that our creations are indeed unique and very original. We are 100% unable to see ourselves in the perspective of 7 billion minds thinking thoughts all day long. To think that anything we come up with is new and original is astonishingly naive. To think that our particular opinion on any topic is the right one, the smart one, the educated one, is severely delusional. Thinking is a socially accepted form of insanity. The current book delves into this topic and scouts out issues presented by the realization that we do not think our own thoughts. Back cover. The thesis of the previous book, You Think, was that thought is a process over which we have no control, that it comes into us incessantly and has done so for so long that we totally and utterly identify with it. We think we are the instigators and authors of our thoughts, but we're not. This leaves, of course, more than a few questions unanswered. If we don't think, who or what does? This is the starting point and red thread of the current volume. Part 1. Something thinks our thoughts. The thesis of You Think, YT, was that thought is a process over which we have no control, that it comes into us incessantly and has done so for so long that we totally and utterly identify with it. We think we are the instigators and authors of our thoughts, but we're not. This leaves, of course, more than a few questions unanswered. If we don't think, who or what does? This is the starting point and red thread of the current volume. The thought that asking the question, who thinks my thoughts, is too big, too daring, too risky, is itself a thought, and is therefore an attempt at intimidation, like a boss warning an employee not to rock the boat. It is a question that can be approached in many ways, though head-on and direct is not one of them. Society requires us to be able to think. Animals, children, the demented cannot function there on their own. As we grow up, our parents do their daily utmost to initiate us into the patterns of thinking life, also known as society. They introduce rules, warnings, behaviors, prohibitions. Through example and instruction, we become adults long before we are of adult age. In a sense, therefore, it is no mystery why we are so dependent on and pervaded by thought. The long years of childhood training account for it. We do not know any other way to be. This being the case, every thought we have defines our world. The ontological postulate of being, a level underneath the world of events and thought, is just that, a postulate. We can't go there, we can't experience it. This explains, at least in part, why it became such a negative place for Sartre, a place he likened to slime. Quote, "Slime is the revenge of the in itself. It is a possible meaning of being." Being and nothingness. Furthermore, it links up with the mythological Garden of Eden, which we can't go back to. Whether we like it or not, our life is thought. It is the starting point, the now point. It is the only point. The film What the Bleep Do We Know, 2004, proposes in the time-honored traditions of pseudo-science and New Age spirituality that we create our own reality. Consequently, if that is the case, we may be able to change our own reality. However, we don't create reality. Thought does. We are not our thoughts. We are not even the source of thought. If thought creates our world, and we can't change thought, it follows that we also can't change our own reality. This is, of course, confirmed by our actual inability to change anything. Thought creates reality, or more accurately, it creates the world we live in.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?